actually control them. So, just to reiterate, the step would be drape, true up your muslin, pin baste it together, test, revise, take it back apart, transfer to paper with those revisions, true up your paper. Then you're ready to move into the next step. This is another place where people try and streamline the process. And you know, even with Brenda and I, with the amount of experience we have under our belts, we'll still try and skip that step and it'll get fucked up. Brenda in particular, she's a little more anal retentive about the way that she generates her patterns than I am. I will make some educated guesses. She'll stop and go back time and time again. She wants to tie down the specifics of it. So I just wanted, did you just go grab syllabus?
Yeah.
What does it say is due on Monday?
It just says a draped princess seam sloper.
So your goal for Monday is to drape the entire thing. So I want a front and a back, trued up muslin, pin basted together.
So we're not making any pattern?
Correct. No paper involved, just fabric.
How do you true it up when it's not like the straight line?
How do you true it up when it's not like a straight line? Let's try that for a minute. Let's take this baby off. You will see that you actually know the answer to this question. How did you true up curves before?
With a curved ruler.
Yep. So all we're going to do once we get it back into 2D, we're still going to make that assessment. Does it appear to be a straight line or does it appear to be a curved line? This appears to be a straight line, so I will use my ruler. That pin was right there. This definitely appears to would have a curve in it if I had continued forward with it. So I would take my curve and just like you've done before, I would move it along that dotted line to be able to find the appropriate spot on the curve and then trace it through.
To review real quick, are the notches are going at the bust point?
You should have one at the bust point, you should have one in between bust point and top, and a third one in between bust point and waist.
Great, thank you.
So it's a total of 3, it doesn't matter, you know, besides the one specifically at the bust point, it doesn't matter beyond that. I just want to go back and touch on one more thing. Talking about tying down variables. Look right here. This is the other reason this step is so important. Because this is another set of variables where we've taken the curve, we've taken what has a very slight curve to it and said it's going to be a straight line. Even if we said that it was going to be a curve, it's still not going to run exactly through all those points. So that's another set of variables that we're trying to tie down before we move into the next step. Okay? So everything that's in this drawer is open for use for style lines. The one thing I would suggest is the skinnier the better. So if you go for one of these fatter things, press it in half so that it's narrow. Because I don't know how much skinny there is in here. That shouldn't be in there at all. It's not for style
I was
lines.
about to say, just put it back
Do not use bias tape. I'm not really sure why. Oh, this is seam binding, it's not bias tape. So you could probably use this. But again, it's too wide. Go for skinny. This is ideal. The skinnier it is, the more specific you can be with your points. Questions? Ready?
Oh.
Set.
Princess theme.
I noticed that Stephanie and Kiana's Kevin, is that what it's called? Little butt thingy was on my form. Do you guys need my form
Talk
for...
to her, I don't know. One thing I didn't mention, but I'm sure you're going to consider, if you're going straight across the shoulder seam, make your lines, your princess seams line up. Don't have one come here and the other one there. That'll just make it easier for you in the long run. I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to get creative that way, I'm not going to say no, but I will tell you, you know, it's a little more trouble than it's worth at this point in the process.
What was that? Sorry. What?
Don't have one princess seam come here and then the other seam come there.
Oh.
I see.
Have a matchup.
Oh.
It'll make it easier for your notching and your pin basting
You
and
wanted
stuff.
it from the armhole? Should it be from the armhole on each side?
That I don't care about.
Okay.